and I titled it this: Spider-Man PS4 and how it is truly the perfect Spider-Man game. ... I want to play Miles Morales now. Jeez, man. It's just it was so fucking. I can't name another Spider-Man game that was as good as this one. I mean, then again, I haven't played them all. Like you got Ultimate Spider-Man, I guess that one. That's what that one's called, a friend or foe. But I can't imagine that they're better than PS4 Spider-Man. It's literally.
I mean, I think at least story-wise, I think PS4 might be the best one. Gameplay, I think it's up to taste. There are a lot of people that love Ultimate Spider-Man and how it plays. Some people still prefer Spider-Man 2 back on the PS2.
That's
Completely
crazy.
fine.
That's crazy. How can you, I don't know how you could prefer PS2 Spider-Man gameplay over PS4 gameplay. Let me tell you.
Well, a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say a lot of people. The web swinging in PS4, it like kind of holds your hand a little bit because the whole point of that traversal is momentum. Like they want you to keep going and keep and basically like not have any interruptions to your flow. Whereas in Spider-Man 2, you kind of had to do that shit manually because it's all physics based. And so like when you're swinging, you can like get a shit ton of speed, but like the moment you hit a wall, your momentum is done. Whereas in PS4, Insomniac did something to where it's like if your momentum is like really fast and you hit a wall, Peter's just gonna run up the wall like and continue the speed he had. And so some people prefer the challenge of like Spider-Man 2, the older one, compared to like the handholdy new one.
I do like that, but where you lose me here is everything other than web swinging. Combat, stealth, whatnot. It's just way better. And that zip line shit, you can't do it in Spider-Man 2. You could kind of do it, but it's not to the extent of where there's a dot on it, anything that you can zip line through. You can go through water towers, you can zip up fire escapes. It's just it's way better when it comes to. I can understand you enjoying the PS2 version of web swinging, but everything else I can't understand that. I really can't. Really, the combat is great. It's fun. It's awesome. But PS4 Spider-Man, brother, that web swing, that web sling, the triangle button. When you, brother, you know how many times like a guy has hit me with the RPG. He's shooting at me from like 50 meters away. I zip line to the left. I go up like fucking 100 meters above him. Then I zip line him and come down with the fury of God. Like, you know, it's so fucking mental how adrenaline fueled that combat can be. If you do it right, it's good. It's non-stop adrenaline rush. It's crazy. You know, I remember I got really good at combat in the end game. You know, I was web shooting everybody. I was doing this, and then I was going through like all of the properties, Wilson Fisk, the prisoners. And I just got so fucking OP. It was ridiculous. Like, the Sable guys were nothing to me now. You know, because I kept changing the formula and I kept getting better. And that had nothing to do with the skills I was garnering. It was just I was getting better at the game. I was getting more engaged with the game. And, brother, I'm telling you right now, como se dice, when you do a perfect dodge, you come in with the takedowns, it's fucking awesome. And I love stealth sections because of that triangle button as well. Because when they're far enough away, you can just take out 4 of them like it's no problem. Boom, boom, another one, boom, another one. You know, it's if you don't want to do it slow, you don't have to. You can just wait for them to spread. You distract them. It's so mental. And then you add in all the gadgets and whatnot. There are definitely some ways that I prefer Spider-Man 2. It's definitely more arcadey. Like, there's a whole arcade room. You know? Pizza deliveries. I mean, who can't fucking forget about that? Love that shit. You know? And there's some really good missions, like when you're in the stadium and you're fighting, I don't know who it was, but you're fighting... Yeah, Mysterio. You're right, Mysterio. Yeah. And then you fight Rhino after, so there's definitely some fucking badass levels in this one. But I have to say, overall, I think Spider-Man PS4 is easily the best one. That's it. You know? I guess people just enjoy memories probably more than the actual game itself, because it's hard to get the PS2 port of the game now. You know what I mean? Because that's the good one. That's the one everyone cares about. And hell, I ran that shit on an emulator once. It wasn't working. It wasn't working. So, I don't know, man. We'll see. But mainly, I love Spider-Man PS4. I don't know anything about the sequel or Miles Morales yet, but I will definitely play Miles Morales, and maybe in like 3 years I'll play 2. Not because I don't want to play the game, it's because PS5 is expensive. So, we'll see. You know? Indeed. That's it. But, just a great time. That ending with the fucking... Let me tell you, the fucking fanfare of when all 7 bosses are surrounding you. I think there's 7, right? Rhino, Scorpion,
6.
6. You're right. My bad. The Sinister Six. I think that's what they're called.
Yeah.
Yeah. When the Sinister Six is surrounding you, that music that started pumping, bro. Oh my god, that mission is so fucking badass. You're just going through the prison. You're encountering everybody. Then you're following Electro along the sides of the rat prison, and then at the end, that massive cutscene where Doc Ock is with his boys, and the music is going. It's just it's perfect. And then the boss fights that proceed are fucking badass as well. You fight 2 at a time. Whoa, you know. And when my favorite was Rhino and Scorpion. That was so fucking crazy, you know. And the way Rhino would keep coming after you. What I like is that there was a stealth mission beforehand that made you afraid of Rhino, like that big motherfucker just hunting you down. That's a perfect way to just show the scale of what Rhino is, you know. And you know, I tell you what, the stealth sections could be every now and again, like when they come up, I'm like, this is gonna be slow, but they were new every time, so it kept my attention, no problem, you know. And it's just so damn good. And I know on New Game Plus, I think I'm gonna enjoy the game more, you know, because I'm gonna take my time and like actually do side stuff while I do the main stuff. You know, it was just kind of. I didn't even know I was blitzing through the main stuff. It's just everything seems so urgent. You know what I mean? Like, get to Aunt May's before the house burns down. Oh, shit, but I got a side mission over here. Oh, backpack token? Shit. Yeah, like, you can't do side stuff while Aunt May's burning in a building, bro, you know? But I guess...
it's not like me who's played the game like 15 times where it's like, oh my god, Peter, it's urgent. We need you over here. It's like, yo, there's a backpack, though.
Exactly, that's what it is. You know, now what I'm gonna do is just whenever a new side thing is introduced, I'm just gonna finish it right there. You know, so we'll see what happens. But you know, one of the best things that I love, and that I think is levels above the PS2 version of Spider-Man, is the photography. I can tell you that right now. Going through landmarks and fucking in mid-air taking shots. I love it. That's something I prayed I could do in PS2 Spider-Man, but it wasn't practical. You could do it, but you would be going fast. There'd be no slow motion. You know? So I was like, well, what the fuck's the point then? It's shit's blurry, you know? But in PS4, it's perfect. It comes out sexy. Everything slows down, you know? I'll tell you what, though, there are a fair share of glitches. Nothing game-breaking, but there are a fair share of, like, technical glitches when I was going through the game. It's like every now and again, a bit of UI would stay stuck to the screen, even during cutscenes, you know, kind of pulled me out. Yeah. Like, when Doc Ock was finally going mental, I had a timer at the top left that wouldn't move. I'm like, what the fuck is this for? You know? Jeez. And I got a screenshot on my PS4 where, like, you know the triangle and circle QTEs? Well, they were all over the fucking screen, like a million of them, just all over the screen for some reason. I'm like, okay, this is fun. You know? It's weird, man. But like I said, nothing game-breaking. There were a couple times where an enemy spawned in a wall I couldn't get to, but that's it. Just restart checkpoint. Yeah. It's all right. It happens. You know, the overall amazing game. Can't wait to play it again. I played in bursts. I played it 2 to 3 hours, then I stopped. I don't like playing it for too long because then that's when it starts getting tedious for me. But if you play in 2 to 3 hour bursts, it's amazing every time. Super engaging, and it's like it never stops. I get new suits, I get new abilities, I get new gadgets. It's awesome. I love it. The Spider-Man universe is so rich. Sony made the biggest deal in probably cinema history. 10 million for Spider-Man, bro. Jesus Christ. All the villains too. That's the thing. He got all that shit.
They could have gotten the whole Marvel universe.
For how much more?
I think it was about the same. But the only reason they picked Spider-Man is because they said, and I quote, "Nobody gives a shit about any of the other characters."
Well, Sony fucked up. To be honest, I don't think Sony would have done anything else, so I'm glad they didn't buy it. You know what I mean? Because I just think Marvel...
I mean, it was the 90s, so...
Yeah, that is true. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for Sony for making that fucking Tobey Maguire trilogy. That shit fucking consumed my life as a kid. It really did. Fucking hell. And come on, I like the Amazing Spider-Man 1. I still have to rewatch Spider-Man 2, but Amazing Spider-Man 2. But from what I remember, it's alright. You know.
Depends on my mood, but
They took out my girl. They took out my girl Gwen Stacy, bro. That's crazy. No, you can't take out Emma Stone, bro. Like, come on. That's ridiculous. Yeah. Well, yeah. I think I have everything. I think I have everything I want to say about Spider-Man. Just amazing. Just fucking awesome.
Such a good game.
Really. And yeah, I love any time that you show Wilson Fisk in a game or movie or TV, whatever, you already have my vote. You know what I mean? I love Kingpin. I love him, man. You can't get enough of him.
Yeah.